Hello dear students, nice to be with you. Now we are going to have Unit 5, Lesson 2 from the book English for Iraq for the 3rd Intermediate. Today we are going to have Lesson 2 titled Nawal Ramzi talks to the Iraqi Morning News. Nawal Ramzi talks to the Iraqi Morning News on page 45. Now first of all we have some vocabularies. We have treat as a verb يعالج, treat يعالج verb. decayed مسوس يعني سن متسوس أو نخر فاسد. all of a sudden فجأة gum لثة bleed as a verb bleed ينزف. smart an adjective smart أذكى smart أو أحدث ممكن smarter. This is a comparative adjective and you have this. We have clinic عيادة. treatment معالجة noun and we have the first word treat as a verb. So we have a treat, decayed, all of a sudden, gum, bleed, smarter, clinic, and treatment. So now dear students, we are going to use these new words in our lesson for today. Here we have Nawal Ramzi talks to the Iraqi Morning News. First of all, we have two pictures. There we have two pictures. Now, can you tell me what about these two pictures? Can you describe these pictures? What's happening in these two pictures? Here, this is the first picture, and here we have the second picture. What do you think? Who is she? Maybe she's Nawal Ramzi. And look at her cloth. And what was she carrying in her hand? What is she carrying in her hand? She's maybe a doctor, maybe a dentist. طبيبة أسنان, dentist. Or maybe a nurse, maybe. We don't know, so later we are going to read the text in order to know that. Here we have another picture. What do we have here? We have a book. Maybe someone is reading the book. So look at these two pictures and what do you think about them? Here we have a question. What was Nawal Ramzi doing in 2013? What was she doing in 2013? Here we have 2013. What do you think has happened? Can you guess that? Can you guess what happened in this year? And what about these two pictures? So dear students, now let's move to another thing. Let's move to the title. Nawal Ramzi talks to the Iraqi Morning News. Here we have Iraqi Morning News. What do you think? Why Nawal Ramzi talks to the Iraqi Morning News? Why does Nawal Ramzi talk to the Iraqi Morning News? Maybe something related to this year? So let's see what happened. Here we are going to have a general idea. We have to read this text. You are going to listen to this text to have a general idea. Here we have skimming. It means skimming نعني بها قراءة سريعة لأخذ فكرة عامة عن الموضوع. هنا here we are going to have skimming أخذ فكرة قراءة سريعة لأخذ فكرة عامة عن الموضوع. Here we are going to have skimming in order to take general idea about the text and in order to see whether our guesses are right or not. So dear students, listen and be with us.
Unit 5, Lesson 2, Track 21. Listen to the interview between Nawal Ramzi and a reporter from the Iraqi Morning News.
Good morning. Today we are talking to the well-known dentist, Dr. Nawal Ramzi. Dr. Ramzi, first of all, where were you born?
I was born in Mosul.
What were you doing before you became a famous dentist?
Well, I was already a dentist. I was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with a large number of dentists in different countries around the world.
I see. So what changed your life?
One day I was treating a tooth for one of my patients. It was badly decayed and needed to be pulled out. Everything was fine, but all of a sudden the gum started bleeding. I tried and tried until I finally succeeded in stopping the bleeding. I resumed my work again. It was a lesson for me to work harder and find newer, smarter methods to treat bad teeth.
What happened then?
I participated in different workshops on using lasers in dentistry. I opened a large new dental clinic using modern equipment to make my work more successful.
Are you happy with your work now?
Oh yes, very happy, because I am helping people in my city to have healthy teeth. I also offer free treatment to poor families and to the families of Iraqi soldiers.
Now, show me the new equipment that everybody is talking about.
So, dear students, you hear the audio and find whether your guesses are right or not. Here we have 2013, Dr. Nawal Ramzi, a dentist. She worked hard in order to find smarter ways to solve some problems about the teeth, to have healthy teeth for people. She faced a case, a condition, and she wanted to do something better. So she participated in many workshops. Now, dear students, now tell me, here in this, she said that she was very happy. She is very happy because she's helping people in her city to have healthy teeth. She also offers free treatment to poor families and to the families of Iraqi soldiers. So she did this after finishing her reading and participating in the workshops. Now, dear students, let's have another thing. Here we are going to move to the box, narrating a story. Narrating a story. Here we have narrating a story. Background events and story events. Background events, here we have, it was raining. It was raining. We were playing a game. We were playing a game. You find that we have past continuous. With background events, we have past continuous. Was or were plus verb with ing form. Here we have story events. Fuad spoke to me. Fuad spoke to me. I joined a new club. I joined a new club. Here we use past simple. Here we use past simple. Now, dear students, let's move to the activity. Let's move to the activity. Here we have activity book, page 60. We have activity book, page 60. A. Read the sentences about the Dr. Nawal Ramzi interview, مقابلة, and mark them true or false. Mark them true or false. So we are going to do it individually. Then check it with your partner, and later we are going to listen and check our work. 1. Nawal Ramzi was born in Baghdad. Nawal Ramzi was born in Baghdad. False. She was born in Mosul. She was born in Mosul, not in Baghdad. 2. Before becoming famous, Nawal Ramzi read a lot. Before becoming famous, Nawal Ramzi read a lot. True. True. 3. The tooth Nawal pulled out was healthy. No, false. It was decayed. It was decayed. مسوس. We have this in our vocabulary. 4. Nawal participated in workshops about toothbrushes. Wrong. False. It is about using lasers. 5. The new clinic uses old-fashioned equipment. The new clinic used old-fashioned equipment. معدات قديمة. False. Modern. Old-fashioned? No. Modern. 6. Nawal's work is now more successful. That's true. Nawal's work is now more successful. 7. Nawal likes helping people have healthy teeth. True. She helping them. She is helping them. 8. Poor people have to pay lots to see Nawal Ramzi. False. She offers free treatment. There's no payment. She offers a free treatment for people, poor people and the family of soldiers. So dear students, now check it with your partner and let's listen to the audio and check our work.
Unit 5, Lesson 2, Track 21. Listen to the interview between Nawal Ramzi and a reporter from the Iraqi Morning News.
Good morning. Today we are talking to the well-known dentist, Dr. Nawal Ramzi. Dr. Ramzi, first of all, where were you born?
I was born in Mosul.
What were you doing before you became a famous dentist?
Well, I was already a dentist. I was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with a large number of dentists in different countries around the world.
I see. So what changed your life?
One day I was treating a tooth for one of my patients. It was badly decayed and needed to be pulled out. Everything was fine, but all of a sudden the gum started bleeding. I tried and tried until I finally succeeded in stopping the bleeding. I resumed my work again. It was a lesson for me to work harder and find newer, smarter methods to treat bad teeth.
What happened then?
I participated in different workshops on using lasers in dentistry. I opened a large new dental clinic using modern equipment to make my work more successful.
Are you happy with your work now?
Oh yes, very happy, because I am helping people in my city to have healthy teeth. I also offer free treatment to poor families and to the families of Iraqi soldiers.
Now, show me the new equipment that everybody is talking about.
Now, dear students, we have exercise B. Exercise B, page 61 in the activity book. Page 61 in the activity book. Make questions for the answers. Here we have questions. We have answers. We are going to find the correct order or the correct form of the questions from these words. We have these words. We have to find the suitable question. We have to form the suitable question for these answers. So let's do the first one together. She was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with other dentists. She was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with other dentists. So we have what? Here we have past continuous. Here we have past continuous. So in a question we have to use past continuous. Was or were plus verb with ing form. What was Nawal doing? Before she became a famous dentist. Question mark. So, what was Nawal doing before she became a famous dentist? Here we have past continuous, so we have to use the past continuous form in forming the question. And, of course, we have was plus the subject, then the verb with ing form. 2. What changed Nawal's life? Dear students, you have to take time to do the other sentences, to make other questions individually, then do it with your partner, then as a class. What changed Nawal's life? We have a bleeding gum. So the answer depends on forming the question depending on the answer. A bleeding gum. What changed Nawal's life? What changed Nawal's life? Number 3. What Nawal do next? What Nawal do next? Here we have the answer. She participated, ساهمت. She participated in workshops on using lasers in dentistry. She participated in workshops on using lasers in dentistry. Here we have past simple. Here we have past simple. So we are going to use the question in a past simple form. So what did Nawal do next? And the question mark. What did Nawal do next? We use did because we have the verb in past tense, participated. What did Nawal do next? She participated in workshops on using lasers in dentistry. 4. What Nawal's new clinic like? What Nawal's new clinic like? Here we have the answer. The new clinic is large. The new clinic is large. Here we can form a question. Here we can form a question. What is Nawal's new clinic like? كيف تبدو? What is Nawal's new clinic like? And we have another question, and uses modern equipment. What does she use? What does she use? 5. How the modern equipment معدات حديثة. How the modern equipment help? The answer, it made her work more successful. It made her work more successful. So here we have past simple. We are going to form the question in a past simple tense. How did the modern equipment help her? How did the modern equipment help her? It made her work more successful. We used it because we have the past tense, simple past tense. 6. Who Nawal offered free treatment to? Who Nawal offered free treatment to? Poor families and the families of Iraqi soldiers. Poor families and the families of Iraqi soldiers. So, who Nawal offers free treatment to. لمن قدمت العلاج المجاني. Who Nawal offers free treatment to. Poor families and the families of Iraqi soldiers. Now, dear students, so here we have past simple and past continuous, and we depend on the answer in forming our questions. When we have past continuous, we have to use was or were plus verb with ing form, and when we have past simple we can use did plus the noun or subject then the verb. Here we have C. Make a conversation between a reporter and Dr. Nawal Ramzi. Use the questions and answers in exercise B. Practice the conversation in pairs. Here we are going to have pair work. Here we are going to have pair work in order to practice this conversation. For example, here we have reporter. What were you doing before you became a famous dentist? I was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with other dentists. Here we are going to make directly one. What Nawal? It will be what were you doing before you became a famous dentist? I was reading a lot at home and keeping in touch with other dentists. What changed your life? يعني هنا الصحفي كان يتكلم مع نوال مباشرة. What changed your life? A bleeding gum. What did you do next? I participated in workshops on using lasers in dentistry. Here we have, how did the modern equipment help you? It made my work more successful. Who you offer free treatment to? Poor families and the families of Iraqi soldiers. Here we have the interview between Nawal and the reporter, and we read this in our text. So dear students, we have this in this text. We read it and we listened to it. So dear students, this is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.